that in Surah Al-Buruj we mentioned the story of Ashabul Ukhdud. That was a Jew king, his name was Zunawas. He tortured the Christian Muslims a lot. From Abyssinia, the Christian government attacked him in Yemen. And thus, they destroyed their state. So in 525, after Jesus, the whole area was controlled by Abyssinia. For the set purpose to take over the area, the Romans helped the Abyssinians with ships. And through ocean they brought 70,000 army to attack Yemen. But as we mentioned, that every time religion is used as a lever, the actual object is lust of wealth and lust of power. Is it so? Say loud.
Yes, yes.
Because this is history. So here also, the basic motive that was economy. Because the Romans, since they had occupied Misr and Sham, so through that route, they were having their business with South Africa, India, Indonesia, etc. Now they were trying to grab more and more routes to approach other areas for their trade and for their economical gains. But certain areas were controlled by the Arabs. Even in 24 or 25th years before Jesus, the Caesar also attacked the area with a big army. He was trying to control the ocean, but couldn't succeed. Then he brought his fleet to Red Sea, and he got control of that route. Now there was only the land route. To control that, he supported the Abyssinian government with his fleet. We mentioned that Hafidh ibn Kathir rahmatullahi alayh, he says this army was led by two generals, Ariyat and Abraha. But Imam Muhammad ibn Ishaq, the great historian of Islam, he says actually Ariyat was the general and Abraha was his assistant. But something happened between them. The army was divided into two groups. They fought each other. Ariyad got killed, and thus Abraha became the chief general. He convinced the Abyssinian king to appoint him as a governor on Yemen. But he was a very makar guy. So slowly, he controlled Yemen totally. In 543, after Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam, he built up the famous dam which is called Sadd Ma'arab. لقد كان لسبأ في مسكنهم آية جنتان عن يمين وشمال. So these baghat or these gardens were irrigated by the water of that dam, Sadd Ma'arab. Still the remains are there. فَأَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ سَيْلَ الْعَرِمِ وَبَدَّلْنَاهُمْ بِجَنَّتَيْهِمْ جَنَّتَيْنِ ذَوَاتِ أُكُلٍ خَمْطٍ أَصْلٍ وَشَيْءٍ مِّن سِدْرٍ قَلِيلٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they became rebellious because this is wealth which makes a human rebellious. Or rather, it discloses a human. People of character, doesn't matter how big a power they have, how big a wealth they have, still they are human. But those who do not have character, he is okay when he does not have the power or wealth. But the moment he gets any one of them, so then he is a different man. That's what Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, that this is not the wealth or power which makes a man rebellious, but wealth and power disclose his reality, that this was he was. He was a filthy man. He was a filthy man. Got it? For the opening ceremony of that dam, he invited Caesar's ambassador, the Khosrow Parvez ambassador of Paris, the ambassador of the king of Hira from Sham, and the ambassador of Ghassani state. Now when he stabilized himself, now he plotted how to control the route of trade and business. So he thought about that how these Arabs, they are going east and west safely and having business here and there. And in both areas, they are having respect. Their caravans are not looted. Because the moment they say we are from Mecca, so even the looters and the dacoits, they withdraw and they go back, or the custodians of the house of Allah. Got it? This whole story you will keep in mind, then you will understand Surah Al-Fil and Surah Al-Quraysh both. Got it? Yes. So then he said, okay, so let me destroy that house of Allah and build a beautiful one of precious stones. Oh, dirty man, this is not a case of stone or gold or silver. Got it? So then in Sana'a is a very big city, still that is. In Sana'a, he built us a very beautiful castle by the name of Al-Qalis. He wrote to the king of Abyssinia that I have plotted to turn the Hajj from Mecca towards Sana'a. Thus, in the name of religion, we will get respect, and thus we will control the trade route safely. So now he was propagating for that the old house in Mecca, that is time-barred. Got it? That is time-barred. And now Allah has ordered for the new house to be visited for Hajj. He was doing it purposely. Yes? To irritate Arabs, so they may do something to have the reason to attack them. This shaitani tactics, very old tactics. Because the actual teacher of satanic tactics is Satan. Yes? So he's teaching people like this. What is going on over the world, what they are doing? Say, the same thing. God, oh, they are from a big threat to the whole world, to freedom, to human rights. Yes? Yes. Got it? So anyhow, one Arab or a few Arab youth, they came to Sana'a, entered that castle Al-Qalis. I think they were holding this for 2-3 days. Yes. So they did a big mess. Got it? And pasted their tabarrukat on the walls. You know what I'm saying? Whatever their discharge was, so they put it on the wall of that newly built castle. And then put it on fire. Got it? So in 570 or 571, which is the birth year of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as well. But it happened a few months before his birth. He brought out 60,000 army along with 13 or 9 well-trained elephants. On his way towards Mecca, a Yemeni chief, Zu Nafar, he tried to face him, but he was captured. Then when he arrived in the area of Hassam tribe, so their chief, Nufail ibn Habib, he also tried to stop him, but he was caught as well. Now, as he had never been to Mecca, so he was not knowing which direction to go. So when he arrived in Taif, he was asking for someone to be the translator and the guide. This guide and translator history is also very ancient history. Yes? Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes. So people, they were afraid of, against the house of God. Oh my God, who can do that? Allah will destroy us. You know what I'm saying? But what a guy, Habib. His name was Abu Raghal. So every time you will have so many Abu Raghals. His name was what? Abu Raghal. He said, I will guide you. But when they were on a distance from Mecca, like 40 plus miles, so Abu Raghal died there. They buried him there for so many years. The Arab from all around, they used to come to his grave, to stone his grave, that la'natullahi alayk. Got it. They used to come to his grave and what? Yes, to stone his grave, showing their anger too. Yes, in Pashto, they put Dalla. Yeah. Stapaga. Yes. Got it? Yes, fill up the blanks. So that place where he died and his grave was, his name Al-Mughammas. When Abraha proceeded along with his army towards Mecca, so there in the pastures, he caught the cattle of Quraysh and the people of Tihama. In these cattle, there were 200 camels of Abdul Muttalib also. He stayed there in Muzdalifah. And sent his ambassador to people of Mecca that if you will submit and surrender, we are not going to harm you. We will demolish Kaaba only and we will go back. And he ordered his ambassador, if they want to talk to me, so bring their chief. So the ambassador brought Abdul Muttalib, the chief of Mecca. He was a very handsome man. Old man, but very handsome. Abraham was sitting on his throne. When Abdul Muttalib came there, so Abdul Muttalib, Abraham, he jumped from his throne and welcomed him. And he took him to his throne, put him sitting with him on the throne. Later on, somebody asked him that, King, against protocol, you did all these things. He said, I don't know. Some power was pushing me for all that which I did. Later on, I came to sense that, oh, got it? So Abraham asked him, that chief, how can I help you? He said, you caught our cattle. So give us our cattle back. He said, I thought that you are requesting me not to demolish the house of God. Yes, cattle, that's not a big problem. Take it back. But he said, no, I own the cattle. I don't own the house of God. Yes, that house has its own owner. He will take care of it. Nice answer. What do you think? What is it? Yeah. Strong belief? Right. Yes. When Abdul Muttalib went back, so he said to Quraysh that get out of Makkah, go to the mountains. But going out, he and other chiefs came to Kaaba. They got hold of Babul Kaaba and made dua. The next day, Abraha, he was proceeding towards the Baytullah. But the fleet of elephants, they were not going ahead. When they were turning their face, from Baitullah. So they were walking. The moment they were turning it towards Baitullah, so they were sitting. Got it? Even the chief, his name was Mahmud. The chief elephant, his name was Mahmud. He was a very dangerous elephant. Even with iron rod, they injured him from all around. But he had taken an oath in the name of God that I will never go ahead. Got it or not it? So this thing was going on, and suddenly the groups of birds appeared. So these birds, they were hitting them with the pebbles. Not too big. كَأَمْثَالِ الْحِمَّسَةِ. Yes. Its volume was the volume of garbanzo beans. What? Garbanzo beans. But the after effect was when it was hitting a guy. So his bleeding was starting from mouth, from nose, from ears, and from all holes. The other we never checked, but anyhow, when these holes were bleeding, so it means the other holes were bleeding as well. Got it? Now, in this big fear, they started running towards Yemen, but they were not knowing the direction that which way to go. And as we mentioned that one chief, Al-Fil ibn Habib, they caught him. They asked him that you know the direction very well. Which way is Yemen? He said, I don't know which way is Yemen. Got it?
Yes.
Got it or not it?
Good.
And Al-Fil ibn Habib, he said, a worse extempore. When these people were in such like trouble, asking for direction, jumping here and here, this way and this way. They said, Al-Fil, please. He said, I don't know. Yes. He was enjoying that. Al-Fil ibn Habib, he was enjoying that. So he said, كَأَنَ الْمَفَرُّ وَالْإِلَهُ الطَّالِبُ. Moreover, this is for you. What? كَأَنَ الْمَفَرُّ وَالْإِلَهُ الطَّالِبُ وَالْأَشْرَمُ الْمَغْلُوبُ لَيْسَ الْغَالِبُ. That where is the way of farar and fleeing away? No, there is no way. Because Allah is looking for you. Got it? And Abraha al-Ashram, he is the defeated one. He cannot overtake Allah. Got it?
Yes.
So this happened in a valley in between Mina and Muzdalifah, known by the name of Muhassab. What? Muhassab, a part is called Muhassab and the other one is called Muhassar, this scene. So Muhassab from Hasba, the Pebbles Valley. What? Hasba. What? The Pebbles Valley. And Muhassar from Hasra, the Woe Valley. W-O-E. What? The Woe Valley. High. But according to Imam Muslim, rahmatullahi alayhi, a hadith he narrated that when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was there in Hajjatul Wada, so when he was passing through Muhassar, so he put his she camel on run, that this is the place of Azab. Got it? Or not it? Zubair ibn al-Awwam and Sayyida Hani radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, they both say that after this event, the Quraysh never prayed anything else or never worshipped anything else but only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But after 7 or 10 years, once again they started shirk. This event took place in the month of Muharram. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born 50 days after. How many? In Rabiul Awwal. So now the message of the surah is that when there is none to protect the deen, so there is Allah who protects his deen. Got it? And number 2 is Allah was sending his messenger. So before that, he gave a message to the whole world that you have to accept the message. Otherwise, Allah is the same Allah who destroyed this 60,000 army. None of them, they got escaped. One guy, he was very swift and run, so he arrived in Taif. But a bird came there to Taif and hit him there. Got it? Because the word Sijil, what? Sijil is coming. So one meaning of Sijil is, we call it Al-Lafzul Mu'arrab. What? Al-Lafzul Mu'arrab. Mu'arrab means that actually the word is not Arabic, but that has been turned to Arabic. So that is Mu'arrab means Sange Gil. In what? The Persian word? Sange Gil. Because in Persia, they used to make the small pebbles from mud, yes, and cook it there in fire and using that in strange. What? Yes, in Ullah. Yes. Hey. What they call? Not catapult. Catapult is Arabic. Huh? The sling one. Yes, the sling. Got it? So yes, that practice was known there and they had named it as Sangegil. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned the word Sangegil to Sijil. Got it? But the proper interpretation is that this is not Mu'arrab, this is Arabic word. Sajjala wa sajjilu tasjilan, imprinted. What? Imprinted. So Sijil means that the name of the person concerned was printed thereupon. So that was just like guided missile. That's what in modern terminology we can say Sijil means guided missile. Got it? Hitting only the target. Hitting only a target, not missing it. Alam tara. Little meaning is, have you not seen? Alam tara. Now the first addressee of Quran is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes or not? Yes. That's why there is a difference of opinion between Imam Basdawi and Imam Karhi from the jurisprudence scholars of Fiqh Hanafi. No, Imam Karhi and Imam Jassas, not Basdawi. So Jassas says that the first addressee of every order of Quran is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And later on the Ummah is addressed. So it means that whatever rule in Quran is not applicable to Ummah, So that is specific for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam because he is the first addressee. And Imam Qarhi says that no, the first addressees of Quran is the Ummah in general. But whatever rule is not applicable to them, so then that is specific for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The ultimate end of both the scholars is one and the same, but this is for academic purpose. Got it? Yes. So now, if that is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam who was the first addressee, so he had not seen the event because he was born 50 days after this event. He had not seen. Got it? Why we say that this ruya is not basari, this ruya qalbi. Ruya qalbi. So alam tara in the meaning of alam ta'alam. Alam tara, so little meaning is, have you not seen? No, I have not seen. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam could have said that, yes, I have not seen it. So we say this ruya qalbi. In the meaning of what? Alam ta'alam. Alam ta'alam, have you not known? Kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? Kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? That how your Lord dealt by Ashabil Fil with the companions of elephants. Have you not known, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that how your Lord dealt with the companions of elephant? Got it? Now this type of narration, that is for furthermore attraction. It's for what? Say, for furthermore attraction, to be attentive to what is going on. Oh, you don't know what happened? Yes. So I can narrate the story like this, that when we arrived there in New Jersey and things like that, and yes, but if I want your due attention, so I say, do you not know that when we arrived in New Jersey, what happened? Hewan lost his belt. So this is for due attention. Got it? Alam tara, have you not known? Kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? That how your Lord dealt by Ashabil Fil, the owners of the elephants, are the companions of elephants. Alam tara, have you not known? Kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? Another meaning. Kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? That what your Lord did. What? How your Lord did means what your Lord did. Kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? That how your Lord did by Ashabil Fil, to the companions of elephants. To the companions of elephant, not elephant, not singular. This is plural. Al-Fil mufradun wa jam'un. Al-Fil mufradun wa jam'un. That's singular and plural as well. Even though its other plural is coming a fiyal, but fil itself, yes, he lost and he found. Yes, you lost, but you found out. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? Have you not known kayfa fa'ala rabbuka? That what your Lord did, or how your Lord did by Ashabil Fil, to the people of all the companions of elephants. Alam yaj'al kaydahum. Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi tazlilin. Has he not made or put kaydahum, their plot? Alam yaj'al kaydahum. Has he not put their plot fi tazlilin, to astray? Fi tadlil means to astray, not to achieve the goal. Not to achieve the goal. Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi taj'al kaydahu fi tazlil means khaba wa khasira. Khaba wa khasira. Allah destroyed their plot. Allah destroyed their plot. Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi tazlil. Has he not made their plot fi tazlil in a loss? In what? Or to a loss. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ وَأَرْسَلَ. This is ataf on lam yaj'al. This ataf on what? Alam yaj'al. Got it? Because alam yaj'al, ma'nan, that is mazi in past tense. Ma'nan, that is what? Mazi. So that's why the ataf of mazi is sahih on mazi. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا. And he sent upon them twelve birds, ababil. Ababil is not the name of the specific type of bird. Got it? Ababil is the plural of ibila, ibala or ubula. Yes, ibila, abala or ubula. 3 words. And ibila, abala, and ubula mean flock or group. Flock or group. In army terminology, you can call it platoons. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ. And he sent upon them 12 birds of Abila in groups. So they were not coming one by one. Groups were coming. They were coming in groups. Well-organized army. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ 12. And he sent upon them 12 birds. Ababila fi jama'atin. Ababila fi jama'atin, in groups. Tarmihim bihijaratin min sijilin. Tarmihim, hitting them or striking them. Bihijaratin, with stones. Bihijaratin, with pebbles. Min sijilin. So min is bayaniyah. Min is what? Bayaniyah. Bihijaratin, pebbles, and not big pebbles, like garbanzo beans. What? Garbanzo beans. Bihijaratin, with pebbles, min sijilin musajjalin, means musajjalin. Name was imprinted upon. The name of the person concerned was imprinted upon. Got it? So when the bird was hitting, so if the guy was running, the stone used to follow him. Yeah. The stone used, and Ibn Abbas says, radiyallahu ta'ala an, mostly it was hitting their head and going out from proper hole. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ. تَرْمِيهِمْ, striking them, بِحِجَارَةٍ, with pebbles, مِنْ سِجِّيلٍ مُسَجَّلٍ, imprinted upon their name. فَجَعَلَهُمْ, and he made them, Kasfin makul, like an empty field of stalks. Like as the flock of goats and lambs come, what? To a field and eat up all the grass there. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, that is one meaning. And another meaning, فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَاسْفٍ مَعْكُولٍ. So he made them kasfin makul, like eaten hay. Like what? Eaten hay, only small pieces remain there. Like eaten hay. So only small pieces were remaining there. So the message of the surah, the subject of the surah is Tazkir bi ayyamillah, a reminder through the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that how Allah is doing with the stubborn people. Got it? So take a lesson therefrom. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khairi khalqihi Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi.